Stream, part of the SoMaCal Media Network. What is going on? I'm Ryan Bonifant. Thank you for tuning in. Todd Buono not in studio tonight. He's with family, but he should be back next week. He better be back next week. He's the guy that booked two guests for our next week's show. Angela Marino, the New Zealand basketball Olympian star, she'll be joining us for a second time, giving an update of what's been going on with her basketball season. And Lauren Brooke will be on the show as well, promoting her new show, also picking the games for Week 10 of the NFL. In case you don't know who Lauren Brooke is, she's also an employee of the wrestling faction TNA, which is here in Orlando. She also does some of that as well, and she's going to be starting up a new reality show, I guess. Take it over with Todd. He's the one that booked them. So we'll touch base with those two next week. Coach Bob Head of the Olympia Titans, he will be joining us in about 10 minutes or so. Just got in touch with him, and he's wrapping some things up, getting situated for when he is able to come on. Looking forward to talking to him. Great guy. Just a great guy, Coach Bob Head. He's a real likable guy, and a really good coach as well. The Olympia Titans off to a 4-3 start. They lost a heartbreaker to Apopka last night, though. Took the lead late in the game. 35-34, a beautiful touchdown pass from junior quarterback Trevor Simeon to his intended target, Tony Grandison, a senior wide receiver. Had the lead. Apopka, though, behind the legs of University of Michigan commit Jeremy Gallen, got close for a field goal. Apopka kicks the field goal, wins the game. Well, what a game. I mean, it was a game where you literally were thinking what was going to happen next. If this was it, was this it? Are they finally out of it? What's going to happen now? It had everything in that game. I mean, it was a great, phenomenal game. So, man, but we will talk to him. He'll tell us a little bit about the Olympia Titan program and why they're going to be a program to be reckoned with in the next few years. Just a phenomenal young squad he's got on that team. So we'll talk to him in about 10 minutes or so. And also, like I said, if you guys want to take a chance to check out some of the stuff we do, like I said, on Friday nights, Todd and myself are also with an affiliation called Central Florida Sportscasters, where we're bringing Central Florida high school sports to the national exposure, if you will, to the national view. All you got to do is just log on to cfsfootball.com or the new website we have up, cfsgametime.com, and you can check out those websites and the new content that's up there. You can even check out an interview that I did with Tennessee Titan running back Chris Johnson, who was actually in town getting his number retired over at Olympia High School. He is a Central Florida product. A lot of people don't know that. But, yes, you can definitely check him out at cfsgametime.com. And Hickabilly, a big fan of Central Florida Sportscasters. So, a lot of things to get into when we do talk to Coach Bob Head. Looking at some of the NFL action today, though, while we do await the coach. Another high snap, and you see the punter just hobbling after a hamstring injury he had. The safety right there, and tied up now, 14-14. Looks like Pittsburgh's trying to do everything possible to blow this game, it looks like. How do you mess up a snap? Seriously. A high snap, like, how do you mess that up? But, take a look at some of the NFL action today. Dallas getting back into the swing of things a little bit, beating a very difficult Tampa Bay team today, 13-9. And it looks like the Cowboy coaching staff listened to me when I said, give the ball to Marion Barber. Give the ball to your beast at running back. And wouldn't you know it, 31 touches, over 100 yards of total offense. What much more can you say about that? You gave the ball to your beast. I mean, he was able to carry the ball. He was able to eat up clock for you. He was a great closer and led the team in receptions as well. Forget T.O. running his mouth. Forget Roy Williams, soon to be running his mouth whenever he's not getting his touches. Forget all that. Give the ball to your man beast, known as Marion Barber, and you'll be fine. You'll win games. They may not be pretty. They may not be the Tony Romo 300 yards passing, but you know what? It wins you football games. Balance to offense wins you games. Bottom line, plain and simple. And there was a total imbalance with Dallas trying to do everything possible. And now, okay. Here we go. JT, the guy who doesn't think a college football playoff wouldn't mean anything. Okay, what do you want? Do you want explosive or do you want consistency for your offense? What are you looking at? Explosiveness or consistency? Me personally, I want consistency. I want a balanced team, a balanced offense that can continue to sustain drives and keep things going. You're not going to do that if you're inconsistent. Indeed. So, but I mean, like I said, I mean, Dallas finally getting a tough win over Tampa. Is it a game that does put them back on track? Possibly, maybe. You don't know. Possibly. I mean, it's still hard to say. I mean, Tampa Bay, I thought, was kind of outplaying their talent that they have on their program, their roster anyway. But I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, they're not going to be completely back on track with Tony Romo being out, and Brad Johnson is not the guy he used to be. I mean, honestly, the passing for Brad Johnson, 19 for 33, had 19 completions, and he only averaged 3 yards a pass. It's not going to get it done in the NFL. Once they get Tony Romo back, you'll see consistency. You know, they'll be back. But, you know, it was a game where, you know, it wasn't pretty. But you know what? They were more consistent. They gave Marion Barber his touches, and they won. You know, that's something I've been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys for the past 2 or 3 years, when Marion Barber started emerging as a premier running back. And to me, Marion Barber is the best running back in the NFL, but no one knows it because he doesn't get his touches. It's pathetic. It's pathetic how terrible the Dallas coaching staff has been treating this Marion Barber, not giving him his touches. No, he's not quite the level of Emmitt Smith. Not yet. Not yet. He's not that good, but he's solid. He's a solid enough running back to be a B+, A- running back in the NFL. Right now, at least that's to the average casual NFL fan, because they've never seen the guy. I mean, a lot of people don't know about Marion Barber. I mean, the only reason I know of him because he's a University of Minnesota star. I mean, he and Lawrence Maroney were a tenacious running back duo in Golden Gopher country. You know, that defenses of Ohio State and Penn State and Michigan having to deal with. But, I mean, no, Barber, to me, could possibly be the best running back in the NFL, but no one knows about it. And yes, he does have a smash mouth style to him. He has a north-south style where he'll lower his shoulder and he will run you over. What's not to love out of an NFL running back when he's that type of running back, when he's that good?